breakfast in the business building. And then another morning we would have a similar thing, a pancake breakfast in the fine arts building, and then in the College of Technology, in the biology building, in the education building, until we've reached the major classroom buildings, essentially. We like this idea because we feel like when we do things in the sub, or we have tables in the sub or in the rendezvous, we reach the same students. Only a certain amount of students come in these buildings. And we feel like the majority of students are going to their classrooms and leaving. So we feel like if we can go to where they're at for a couple hours in the morning, give them a pancake, tell them who we are. Ideally, you all would help and you'd be at your college building, but we would just want to get senators out in general to participate in this. We would try to do the same thing and make it happen in our other campuses in Meridian and in Idaho Falls and in Twin Falls. If we could make it happen, we don't have as good a presence in Twin Falls. Does anybody have any thoughts or any complaints about that idea?
Senator Sheldon.
For further clarification, could you talk about what all will be involved with the pancake breakfast? Was it just pancakes? Will there also be bacon involved?
Phenomenal question. As far as a cost point of view, it would be far cheaper just to do pancakes. Although I enjoy bacon, we'd look into it, see if we could get a deal or get it donated or something like that. But I guess the principle behind it is less of the pancakes and more of us going to the students. But
Senator Pitcock.
I think it'd be good if we definitely could do something like that and we put out like a flyer or something letting people know where we'd be, because like Arts and Letters, we aren't really like one central location. So it would save us time if we did it in one central place, and just if we just let people know where we're going to be, what days, it'd be ideal.
Yeah, we talked about it, and we can, but the reason that Vice President Basto and myself think that that's unnecessary, like your college doesn't have a central building necessarily, but we're trying to get to all buildings. We're trying to get to all the major buildings, so hopefully we would be able to reach that student, whether they are having a class in the business building or in the biology building or in the College of Education. So we could advertise it. One worry is that we'd have everybody rushing to that college every time or that building every time, and we which I guess wouldn't be a bad thing, obviously. But we want to just reach the students in the building. So, but that is a good point.
Senator Mandel.
Well, thinking about the bacon, I was talking to Rick Cheatham, who is the ISU CU. I was talking to Rick Cheatham just this week. He's the ISU CU business way up higher, and he was still interested that the clubs would come in and ask for a little bit of sponsorship. So probably they might sponsor the bacon, if you guys are wondering.
Good to know. Also with the bacon, it may stink up the building. But yeah, if we can get a sponsor for it, I don't see why we wouldn't do it.
Senator Pitcock.
Could we do something other than bacon? I'm not saying that I don't like bacon. It's just I want to make sure that like even Chartwell's is very careful at what foods that they provide. And so we want to make sure that we don't have any ifs, ands, or buts, because we might scare some people away if we provide certain food products.
Yeah, we can work out the logistics. And again, it's not necessarily about the bacon. It's about getting to the students and saying, we're ASISU. We're here to serve you. We want you to know who we are. We want you to know what we do, type of thing.
Senator Kimmerer.
If you're going to go to all major buildings, any ideas on estimated costs?
I don't have an estimated cost right now. But the reason we like pancakes is because pancakes aren't overly expensive. It would cost us a good amount of money because we're hoping to reach a lot of students. And we'll look further into the cost. But but I don't think it'll be a major issue in us completing it. So is that something that you feel is a good idea? Because we need your support to do it. And if we don't have your support, it wouldn't be as fun if it was just Jameson and myself putting in a whole bunch of hours. We want you with us. So,
Senator Beckstead.
So with ours, you probably want to do it at lunchtime because we wouldn't be able to help. And a lot of our students get to their class 5 minutes before class starts at 8 o'clock.
yeah, you obviously know your specific colleges and buildings better than us, so we would make accommodations. That's why we do each one individually, just so we could make it work for all the colleges.
Senator Thayer.
Thank you. Just one concern that I had Senator Beckstead touched on it, was a lot of students do show up like right when class starts. So I think we kind of saw this in Idaho Falls too, with people who were in a hurry and like a lot of students might not stop just because they are in a hurry, especially in the morning time. And so I think maybe to make it effective, it would have to be like 2 or 3 hours, I think. And I think that's just a lot of time for us to spend there. Not saying it's not worth it, but I just don't know if you'd be able to get like enough help from us and everything just with, because like I know I'm not available at all any morning because I have class, so I wouldn't be able to help. But just the concern that I had.
Yeah, it's a reasonable concern. I would hope that with how many of us we have, we could piece some time segments together to make it happen. If you can't make it for the whole 2 or 3 hours, if you just can make it for an hour, we would have to plan it. There's a lot of logistics involved in it that we would have to work out. So it's a good point.
Senator Johnson.
I think it's a great idea. I kind of had a similar concern to Senator Thayer and Beckstead, but is the intention that the senators of that college be there with you and Jameson, or just like whoever could be there? Like if we did like a doodle for each building or something, is that kind of more of the idea?
Both. I mean, ideally, we would have the senator that is housed in that building there. But ultimately, if we can't, just senators in general.
Senator Sheldon.
Thank you, Chair. When roughly are you looking to do this? Is this something that will happen in like a few weeks, March, April?
Obviously, it hasn't been planned, but it would be in the future. We still need to plan and set schedules. So I wouldn't say in this month by any means. So yes, March or April.
Then could we look, according to Senator Pickcock's suggestion, at possibly doing during midterms and or dead week?
We discussed midterms, and we feel like there are a lot of things going on during midterms, especially for you as students. I think that would be a hard time for you as senators to be able to put your spare time into something like that. So I would recommend maybe not doing it during a big week like midterm.
Senator Kemmerer.
So you have other ideas as well? I feel like we're talking about this one.
Mm-hmm.
Other ideas, maybe before we keep talking about this?
Yes, other ideas. Well, this is something.
I have some comments on the pancake breakfast.
Senator Buchelman.
I know here in Meridian, when Student Activities does breakfast, the cheapest breakfast that I have come across is doing donuts. I think it's with pancakes. I mean, I'm not sure who's making the pancakes. Who is making the pancakes?
We would.
Okay, so like in Meridian, we couldn't, which would be fine. We could substitute something else. But maybe just looking at price-wise, because you are not only going to be doing the food, but then you would also have to do like plates and forks and syrup. And so maybe if we did something that students could get and talk to senators if they wanted to stay and talk to senators, but you could also target the students that maybe only show up to class a few minutes early because they could stop by and grab something, but still then know that it's linked to a student or with ASISU. Just an idea.
Yeah, definitely. We can look into alternatives and find out what works best in the situation. That's a very good point. Other things that Vice President Basto and I talked about, we will be on March 7th going to the final men's home basketball game, and we'll be taking some of our ASISU shirts, and we'll be handing them out to students. We'll work with athletics to see if they can announce what we're doing and kind of get our name out there, and more than just handing out shirts, but make our presence felt at the game and be good spectators for our basketball team and for our athletics program. And then another thing has to do with dance marathon. I feel like that is a really good opportunity for us as senators to get out and show our support for the Lead Center. And it's a great cause and just for our university. So if you are all willing, or however many of you are willing to participate in the dance marathon, I will use some money from my discretionary fund to sponsor those teams. So is there anyone right now that knows that they are willing to participate in an ASISU Senate, ASISU sponsored dance marathon team? Maybe could we go upward a little bit? It'd be easier for me to see. So according to my count, we will have 8, which will be 2 teams. So I'll try to get that in. Why the discount? Isn't there a discount until next Tuesday?
Senator Johnson.
Yeah, and if you sign up with the promo code ISU Dance, you will get the 40% off. So instead of $100 for each team, it will be $60. And all the people on those teams, if you sign up by Tuesday, will be entered to win Beats headphones as well.
You're welcome, senators. Yeah, so I'll try to get those done before Tuesday. Got your names down, and we'll just be 2 teams, and we'll represent ASISU while we're there. So thank you for your willingness to participate. I think it's a great cause, and I think it'll be good to show ASISU stamp of approval on that. And last week, I asked for you all to think about things that we could do. Is there anything that you feel worth mentioning that you came up with? If not, you can talk to me later. But
Senator Perry.
So one of the ideas I guess we talked about earlier was changing up the chairs in the theater. Is that what everybody's pointing for? Okay, there's an idea.
Thanks. Great idea. We'll have to look into it. It's costly, obviously.
Senator Kemmerer.
So I guess I was mistaken. While you and Mr. Basto were looking out the window, you only came up with pancake? I thought there was more than one idea on that. Did we just move past that, or?
Well, I talked about the basketball game and the dance marathon as well.
But, okay.
Senator Valencia.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Something else that other people have mentioned was the Bingo Cafe. It's not very big.
Senator Valencia, could you speak into your microphone?
Something else that someone brought up prior was redoing the Bingo Cafe due to it being like lime green and yellow. It's not very Bengali cafe. So there's that.
Senator Peacock. Oh, Senator Knapp.
I just thought of this, but kind of going along with the ideas that were already presented. The gym couches are like 50 years old. They look awful. So if we're going to do something to make an area look nicer, that is an area that I know for ambassadors, it's an eyesore because the couches look really bad. But that's just an idea.
You talking about Reed Gym?
Yeah.
Senator Peacock.
And to piggyback off that one, you know, it'd be awesome is if we got new couches and with the old ones, we got to do like a bonfire or something. I mean, who wouldn't be psyched to set a bunch of couches on fire? I think that's a pretty awesome thing.
I can't think of anybody that wouldn't. If there's nothing else, talk to me anytime, and we can see if we can make it work.
Senator Kemmerer.
On the Bagel Cafe thing, we talked to Lowell today, and he was saying that was trying to maybe bring in something in that spot. So that's just something
to consider. Yeah.
Any further questions for President Tini? Thank you, President Tini.
everyone.
All right. At this moment, we will move to chair and committee reports, starting with Senator McConnell and the Senate Pro Temp Chair Committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The Senate Pro Tem Committee met on Saturday. I think it went really well. I'm really excited for this semester to try out this new committee. Basically, we just talked about concerns that your chairs may have had about your committee, maybe new projects that they want to do, but are skeptical of whether they'll work. So if you guys probably in your next couple meetings will probably talk about what we talked about. So just maybe give them ideas if you guys have concerns that we can talk about at our next meeting, which is going to be on the 21st of this month. And that's all I have. Thank you.
All right. Finance Committee, Senator Valencia.
Just have a few things to talk about this week. Today we had a new club funding request from a club we approved last week, 2 weeks ago. Future Educators Association of ISU for $300. Any questions about them? Move to approve new club funding for Future Educators Association of ISU for $300.
Second.
Senator Valencia moves to approve new club funding for the Future Educators Association of $300, seconded by Senator McConnell. Roll call.
Senator Beckstead?
Yes.
Senator Buchelman?
Yes.
Senator Cleveland? Yes. Senator Johnson?
Yes.
Senator Kemmerer?
yes.
Senator Knall?
Yes.
Senator Knapp?
Yes.
Senator Mandal?
Yes.
Senator McConnell?
Yes.
Senator Moniak?
Yes.
Senator Perry?
Yes.
Senator Pitcock?
Yes.
Senator Ricks?
Yes.
Senator Sahene?
Yes.
Senator Sheldon?
Yes.
Senator Smith?
Yes.
Senator Thayer?
Yes.
Senator Underwood?
Yes.
Senator Valencia?
Yes.
Senator Withers?
Yes.
Motion carries. Senator Valencia.
We had a few match deposit requests this week as well. We have National Society of Collegiate Scholars for $132. They raise this money by t-shirt sales and some sponsorships. We have African Student Association for $400. They raise these funds through Africa Night. Scabbard and Blade for $400 from their military ball ticket sales as well as a donation. And Student Association of Healthcare Administrators for $166.66. That was from a donation from an alumni. This totals $1,098.66. Any questions on these?
I will entertain a motion.
Move to approve the total match deposit request for $1,098.66.
Second.
Senator Valencia moves to approve total match deposit of $1,098.66, seconded by Senator Sheldon. Roll call.
Senator Beckstead?
Yes.
Senator Buchelman?
Yes.
Senator Cleveland? Senator Johnson?
Yes.
Senator Kemmerer?
Yes.
Senator Knall?
Yes.
Senator Knapp?
Yes.
Senator Mandal?
Yes.
Senator McConnell?
Yes.
Senator Moniak?
Yes.
Senator Perry?
Abstain.
Senator Pitcock?
Yes.
Senator Ricks?
Yes.
Senator Sahene? Senator Sheldon?
Yes.
Senator Smith?
Abstain.
Senator Thayer?
Yes.
Senator Underwood?
Yes.
Senator Valencia?
Yes.
Senator Withers?
Abstain.
Motion carries. Senator Valencia.
Okay, this isn't directly dealing with finance per se, but it's more to deal with your clubs. I talked today with Creative Productions for a little bit, and I'm passing around their business cards, and I felt like it was really important that you guys reach out to your clubs and let them know that if they're on a budget and they have an event going on around campus, that Creative Productions does a lot of things, as well as making a poster for them for free and allowing them on the 6 different TVs that we have in the Student Union building, so let your clubs know that Creative Productions does all of this stuff, and they can create posters for whatever you need for free, as well as work with Total Copy Center for making any business cards, any posters, and if they want their club event put on the calendar, that they can talk to Creative Productions as well. So I just want you guys to have their business cards, because they got new business cards, and I feel like it's really important that you guys let your clubs know about this different thing that can help them out in anything they need. So let your clubs know Creative Productions.
Thank you, Senator Valencia. Rules Committee, Senator Thayer.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I have nothing new to report this week.
All right, thank you. Appointments and Review Committee, Senator Pickott.
So finally, good news. We don't have any more appointments. We got that all taken care of. So just keep in mind that if there's any changes to the documents that you guys have that I haven't proposed, that if you need any help writing bills, kind of been there and done that at least a couple times. So let's talk to me if you want to write a bill, and I'll help you look over it. If you kind of notice, like when we have one of my bills on the agenda, things go really quick. It's kind of nice. So not trying to toot my own horn, but if you need some help, I'm here. I'm willing. You know, I check my email a lot. So just let me know. Some of you have used me as a resource, and I really appreciate it. And those have gone over spectacular. And so just keep that in mind.
Senator Perry.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Regarding the rewriting of Bill 49 and its wording, a couple of the people who were, in grievance of that last time still approached me, and we're wondering what the process is on that so far.
They have also approached me. I let them know that we're working on it. If people have questions, I would like to talk to them individually. If some of you senators have questions, let me know. There's kind of 2 different ways we can go on that. And I would rather talk to you about that individually than right now. But I'm pretty sure we're on the same wavelength. So,
Any other questions for Senator Pickott? Thank you. Outreach Committee, Senator Cleveland.
Thank you, Chair. So we met last Thursday and today. We're just talking about how to make outreach outreachable. So we're looking at outreaching to all of the campuses. I talked to Maggie at Twin Falls today, and she's really excited that we're bringing the t-shirts over there. I'm meeting with her on Friday, so don't worry about it. So she's really excited that we're bringing the shirts. She's like, oh my gosh, like, thank you so much for acknowledging us. We had, like, that's awesome. They have an event coming up that they're going to use the t-shirts for, so that's awesome. And then I'll also be bringing those to Meridian. We're also looking at reaching out to people here on campus, because I feel like outreach doesn't go to the other campuses. It also applies to our own campus. So if you guys have any huge events like that your clubs are doing or anything, please send them to me, and I'll figure out a way to get everybody there and to get a lot of support going for them. And other than that, I really have nothing else. So any questions?
Senator Perry.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think this is the right time to ask this, and this is open to anybody who can answer it. But as far as outreach to Meridian, do we know the numbers on whether or not they're going to have enough students for for a vice president next semester?
I have no idea.
Anybody answer that? I don't know.
Senator Pickott.
So as far as the bylaws go on that, it has to be 2 years in a row. They have over 1,000. And so they have to continue that, and they have to keep it up. Otherwise, they'll lose it or go on a probationary period. So usually we take our time in making sure that they're going to meet that requirement. As far as I understand from reading the bylaws a couple times, that's the way that it goes. So,
Do you know how many students they have now?
I do not. I would imagine that it's somewhere near there, but I'm sure Senator Buchelman will be able to answer that.
Senator Buchelman.
I don't think we had 1,000 last year, so I'm pretty sure we didn't. So if we didn't last year, like Senator Pickhoff was saying, and we won't this year, it has to be 2 years in a row, so.
Thank you, Senator Buchelman.
That's all I've got.
All right. Thank you, Senator Cleveland. Communications Committee, Senator Johnson.
Thank you, Chair. Communications met today, and we have a new process for our student awards. So what we've decided to do is just do Student of the Month unless we get an overwhelming amount of nominations for faculty. But thank you to everybody who did nominate students. We did have nominations to choose for our January student. And so we reviewed them all on our committee, and we did choose somebody that we would like to have approved by you guys. This will be our January Student of the Month. The student we would like to award was actually nominated from Meridian, and her name is Jenny Monska. She's in the speech language and pathology department there. And the nomination said, she's currently serving as an outstanding mentor for both undergraduate and graduate students. She's always eager to offer advice and always finds a moment to spare when someone has a question for her. Her diligent work for specific doctor there in ISU's Child Language Lab has contributed to valuable research within the field. Jenny always has a professional and positive attitude, and it's absolutely contagious. As someone that's had the opportunity to observe Jenny in the clinical setting, I can tell you that both clients and supervisors are constantly impressed with her passion in the field. Jenny serves as a leader and a role model to everyone that she meets, and I think that she would be a great Bengal to honor. So with that, I'd like to move to approve Jenny as Student of the Month.
Second.
Senator Johnson, could you spell her name, Jenny's first and last name?
JENIMONTZKA.
Senator Johnson moves to approve Jenny Monska as Student of the Month for the month of January, second by Senator McConnell. Unanimous was called. Motion carries.
Thank you. We're also working on the video situation so that we can have line items acknowledged. We're also working on ways to email students about different line item events that are happening, the content of bills that are being discussed, things that we can do for the students that we may not know. And if you have any other things that you think need to be communicated to the students from ASISU, please let us know and we'll address them in our committee. Last year, they did do the t-shirt competition for ASISU within communications, and so we're going to be working on starting that as well. So if you have any ideas or specific things that you want us to be awarding, let us know. Otherwise, we're going to look at doing a gift card like they did last year for whoever's design is chosen. Any questions?
Thank you, Senator Johnson. Now turn the time to Senator Smith with the Service Committee.
So for Service Committee, this last Saturday, when I met in the Senate Pro Tem Chair Committee, that's such a long one, we kind of talked about the issues of like trying to find service projects, and one that was brought up that I think is a really good idea is cleaning up the cigarette butts on campus. So we do that in the morning, same as if we were doing the highway cleanup. So that would be 2. That would give more people opportunities to go to a service project. So that's kind of what we're going to go forward with, is the highway cleanup and doing a cigarette butt cleanup on campus. That way we're affecting the community and service-wise, and we're affecting campus and the students on campus. So that way it's kind of both sides of that will be affected by what we're doing. So I think that'll be really important. Any questions?
Thank you, Senator Smith. With no old or new business, we will now sing the ISU fight song. Anyone from the gallery like to approach? Okay.
As you keep them there, call them, fight with all your might. Fight, fight, fight for Bengals roar. You decide our fate. Bring the victory home to us, you Bengals of Idaho State. ISU, ISU, fight, ISU, fight, ISU, fight, go, 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 Bengals, go.
Senator Thayer.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Senator Thayer moves to adjourn, seconded by Senator McConnell. Unanimous was called. Meeting will adjourn after roll call.
Senator Beckstead.
Here.
Senator Buchelman.
Here.
Senator Cleveland. Senator Johnson.
Here.
Senator Kemmerer.
Here.
Senator Canal.
Here.
Senator Knapp.
Here.
Senator Mandal.
Here.
Senator McConnell.
Here.
Senator Moniak.
Here.
Senator Perry.
Here.
Senator Pitcock.
Here.
Senator Rick.
Here.
Senator Sahenning. Senator Sheldon.
Here.
Senator Smith.
Here.
Senator Thayer.
Here.
Senator Underwood.
Here.
Senator Valencia.
Present.
Senator Withers.
This meeting is adjourned.
Are these anybody's keys?
Mine. I also have my